There have always been a lot of famous cars, for example Herbie from the movie, or perhaps the Batmobile from the TV series, or who doesn't know that car here, Kit from Knight Rider. But one of the most famous cars of them all is probably the one that follows: James Bond's Aston Martin DB5. And one fact that a lot of people probably don't know is that this car was restored in Switzerland in 2009 after it was sold at the auction for, I don't know, about $2 million or so. Then he underwent this restoration, and after that it was even a little bit more expensive. So I had the opportunity to visit that workshop where this car was restored, and as you can see here, it had a lot of parts to be replaced or restored. It probably had a crash here on the right side. That was the right side, is looking up close. The damage here was so severe that they decided to replace the entire front. That means they actually made a complete new front from sheet aluminium. That's what this company is specialized to. Here we have a shot of the interior. As you can see, they have disassembled the entire car. Everything was cleaned and repaired and whatsoever. The dashboard, of course, is on the right side. It's an English car. That's the famous console in the middle where you can fire your guns or let some nails rain to the road. A nice detail here: Savoy Hotel penthouse suite. I don't know if this was a part in the movie. I think it was added a little bit later, but it definitely looks good on this key. I don't know exactly what the F button does, but the guns on switch is certainly an interesting one. One you wouldn't find in any other car. And the guns, of course, are still installed. Here you can see that's on the front side. It's the small light underneath the headlights. And if you look closely, there is a brown spot on this white plastic. That's from firing the guns. Some smoke. But actually there are not real guns here installed, of course. It's too dangerous and it's only for a movie. So what they did is they installed this mechanism here. That's the gun from the rear. The silver part is a motor. It looks like a windshield wiper motor, and that is used to extend the barrel of the gun out of the front. And the gun itself is this tubing here made of brass with a red hose on the top. This hose is used to feed acetylene gas, which is then ignited by a spark plug that makes a nice bang and a little flash, and that's everything you need for your movie. By the way, everything on this car is still working, so the guns are working, and also this part here on the rear, hidden behind the clear light of the backlight. There is the oil sprayer, so you can actually spray oil on the road. It is not recommended because firstly it is illegal, and secondly it will totally make your car dirty. Here is the valve assembly in the trunk, on the side of the trunk. These valves are for the, I don't know, I think 2 are for the oil spray. There is also a hydraulic pump for the extendable bumpers on the front and on the rear. We will see that in some later pictures. Everything very rigid, very stable made. And I asked the guy, why did they make such an effort for just a movie car? But he explained that it would be much more expensive to film a scene twice because there's something broken on the car. So they really made it to quality to have no problems at all, and it's still working. Here you see the extendable bumper on the front. There are 2 on the front and 2 on the back. And as you see here, there is a white hydraulic cylinder that moves that bumper forward or backward, depending on what switches you push and which valves open and close. And there is a detail to this bumper part, the chrome part on the front. The lower section of that part is actually filled with lead to make it heavy, because the round piston of this cylinder, it can turn around, and the lead makes sure that this bumper part is always upright. Here are 2 more electric valves. I'm not sure if these 2 are for the extendable bumper or if they are for the machine gun. The plastic tubing looks a little bit like low pressure to me, but I don't know. We should examine where the hoses are going. Here is another view of the rear side. You see the exhaust, nice chrome stainless steel, and there is a third exhaust. This is in fact the fog machine that can be used to make smoke and to blind your enemies that are driving behind you. Then we have one of the most famous accessories on this car. It's the roof that flies off when you eject your passenger. So the ejector seat was actually working, really working. It could eject the person, although in the movie they used a puppet, and the ejector seat was deactivated because it was considered as too dangerous to have. And in fact, if you accidentally push that button, that could be a bit bad. Here are some more views from the bottom side of the car. As you can see, the restoration is perfect. Everything is painted new, everything is shiny, everything is clean. There is no part that looks worn out or something. There's no rust. You could actually turn that car over and eat your meal from that bottom side. All the rubber parts are new, so this is in fact a new car now. There's another view with the exhaust, the bumper and the smoke machine. Well, and that's it. That's all the pics I have. I hope you enjoyed it.